What's up, YouTube? I got a battle for you today. This is against my friend Patrick. This is an older battle, so using a really old team here. Still got the Scarf Ditto, and yeah, using the Talonflame and the Azumarill. Looking at his team real quick, you can see he's using, he does have the Aegislash and the Talonflame, Lucario, Trevenant, Tyrantrum, and a Magnezone, which is nice to see something different. And I do have the Caesar as my Mega, and the Scarf Ditto. So yeah, here we go. So he's going to lead off with his Magnezone. It does have Sturdy. I'm going to lead off with my Trevenant, and I'm going to go for the Leech Seed, but he goes for the Thunder and gets a lot of damage off. And I do get my Leech Seed does hit it, so I'm going to be recovering a little bit of health. So yeah, Magnezone is pretty good, pretty bulky on its defensive side. Goes for the Flash Cannon here, and that was a critical hit, does a lot of damage to my Trevenant, and takes that out. My only resistance to the Magnezone is my Ditto, because it resists itself. So I'm going to go into this, and he withdraws. There's nothing he can really do to it. He goes into his Lucario, as I go for the Flash Cannon, so really good move on his part. That still does a lot of damage for not being very effective, just because Magnezone has such incredible special attack. I'm going to switch into my Azumarill to take the fighting type move that's coming, but he goes for the Bone Rush and misses. So he brings out his Magnezone again as I go for the Play Rough. So yeah, he predicted that nicely too, gets the resistance. And I switch out into my Ditto again, just to take the Steel type move that's coming. And he does go for the Flash Cannon as I predicted. So yeah, this battle is just pretty back and forth the whole time, we're each making pretty good predictions. I do switch out here into my Talonflame, not expecting him to go for the Electric type move, and he does switch out. So yeah, this is a pretty good battle. He does go into his Lucario. So he realized he wasn't in a good position and goes for the double switch into his Tyrantrum, which has amazing defense. So as I go for the Brave Bird, I should take that pretty well, and it does only about 20-ish%. I take damage from the recoil. I do run Sky Plate on here, kind of a weird item, but it works. So I go into my Azumarill as he goes for the Head Smash, and he misses. So he does switch out here, and I did expect the Magnezone to come in, so I went for the Superpower, which is gonna end that thing. So I'm glad I got that out of the way. I think that was the biggest threat to my team. So now he brings in his Trevenant, so I am predicting the Horn Leech or some sort of grass move. So I'm going to go into my Ditto to resist that. And there he goes for the Wood Hammer. So that is still going to do a lot of damage to me, even though it's not very effective. Trevenant is a really powerful Pokemon, and yeah, I am Scarfed, so I am able to outspeed it and hit it with its own Shadow Claw and knock out his Trevenant. And he goes into his Aegislash here. So I switch out into my Azumarill, predicting that he's going to go for the King Shield or my Shadow Claw, but he doesn't, and he switches into his Blade form to attack, and that hurt a lot. And he's just going to keep going for Iron Heads, and that is able to do a lot to my Azumarill. I did go for the Superpower there because I was predicting him to go back into his shield form, and I didn't want to get the lowered attack, so I went for the move that wouldn't hit it. So it was a kind of weird move on my part, and if he did go with the King Shield, it would have worked, but because he did attack, it was just kind of like a waste. I could have probably finished it off with an Aqua Jet or something. He's going to go for a Shadow Claw here, and I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. Caesar is pretty bulky, so should take these hits pretty nicely. Senzi isn't going into his King Shield at all. I am going to go for the Bullet Punch. I did have the Swords Dance up just to be safe, but yeah, Bullet Punch is going to take out that thing. And now he's going to go into his Lucario, and he's going to Mega Evolve that thing. So he goes for the Aura Sphere. Don't know why I didn't see that coming, but I do live through it, and I go for a Swords Dance. So I'm at 3 times attack, and I go for the Bullet Punch here. He does resist it, but it still is enough to take it out, because Caesar's got incredible attack, and I did get up 2 Swords Dances. So now he brings out his Talonflame. I do not think he has a Gale Winds one, because I went for the Bullet Punch and it did go first. And now he's going to go out into his Tyrantrum, and I can just Bullet Punch this thing. It will be super effective and wipe that thing out. And yeah, so that's his last. So good game, Patrick. Yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. If you want to battle, leave your friend code in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching.